spring, not spring. We're not quite sure on the weather here. But thank you for coming tonight to help us celebrate our youth graduates. My name is Bev Crandall. I am the CEO of Lions Foundation of Canada.Guide. It is my privilege to lead this amazing organization. I think graduations are the highlight of our work at Lions Foundation of Canada.Guides. It really is the culmination of all of our efforts to fulfill our mission, which is to empower Canadians with disabilities to navigate their world with confidence and independence by providing them with a dog guide at no cost and supporting them on their journey together. There are two partnerships in this relationship, and the success of this partnership isn't based on some random pairing. It comes from a thoughtful process involving a lot of people and a lot of effort. On one side of the partnership, we have the dogs. Their success in this relationship starts right from the very beginning with the dogs that we breed, to the training our puppies undergo with their foster families and day school sitters, and to our staff who care for and train the dogs to be the best that they can be. The other side of the partnership is our clients, the handlers of the dogs. Our clients go through a rigorous process of applying home assessments, acceptance, and then class, both online and in person, all of which is necessary to ensure that we provide them with the best support and education to help them be successful. And that is just the beginning. The follow-up that the care the teams receive over the lifetime of their partnerships is part of our ongoing commitment to their success. Underpinning all of this effort is an amazing community of caring people made up of professional staff and the most dedicated and passionate volunteers and incredibly generous donors. Without all of these people coming together, the work we do would not be possible. So thank you for joining us tonight as we celebrate our most recent graduates. Tonight, we bring to you 9 graduates, 3 from our service program, 4 from our hearing program, and 2 from our first ever juvenile diabetes program. You will get to meet them and learn a little bit more about their journey and how they're working with their new partners. And it always brings a smile and maybe a tear or two to my face to hear how our dogs are doing and making a difference for our clients. It inspires us to do our very best, and I hope you enjoy it as much as we do. So I will now turn it over.
Thank you, Beth. Good evening, everyone. My name is Marilyn DeFazio, and I'm the Director of Resource Development. Tonight, we celebrate the graduating dog guide teams before us, whose journey has been marked by extraordinary dedication, resilience, and an unbreakable bond. This achievement is a testament to their spirit and to the unwavering support of our incredible staff, foster families, and the compassionate individuals who make it all possible. The creation of these life-changing partnerships is through the generosity of our sponsors. Their contributions enable us to provide each dog guide at no cost. I'd like to take a moment to honor these remarkable individuals and organizations. If you are present, please rise as I call your name if you're able to. South Brant Lions Club, Galt Cambridge Lions Club, Donna and Ted Williamson, Pet Value, Mount Forest Lions Club, Enfield, Elmsdale and District Lions Club, Cortland and District Lions Club, Art and Carol Woods, Heathbury District Lions Club, Wainfleet Lions Club, Quota Charity of Barrie, Shirley Walker, Christina Foisey, Oro District Lions Club, the Estate of Sharon Davies, Saskatoon Millennium Lions Club, Susie Fairweather, Kitchener Waterloo Community Spirit Lions Club, and Long Point Lions Club. In addition, I'd like to make a special mention. Back in December, we had our Giving Tuesday campaign. And through that campaign, we received enough donations to cover the cost of 7 dog guide teams. Donors were given the chance to submit a name suggestion for these future dog guides. And one of the names selected was Nugget by Susan, who's here this evening with her daughter and granddaughter. She makes a donation every year and gave her grandchildren each an opportunity to suggest a name. Susan and her granddaughter Ava decided on the name Nugget for a dog guide, and that's in honor of her favorite food. So I just wanted to make a special mention because, again, these campaigns all throughout the year are incredibly important to our ability to fulfill our mission. So thank you so much for coming this evening. The kindness of our sponsors has woven threads of independence, companionship, and joy into the lives of those we serve. For that, from the depths of our heart, we thank you. Your generosity is a beacon of light and an inspiration to us all. So I just want to make a little plug here for anyone who's able to join us. We have a very exciting event happening this weekend. It is our open house. So it's taking place at our facility here in Oakville from 9:30 to 3 p.m. You'll have an opportunity to see all of our programs in action, learn more about volunteering, fostering. If you'd like to be a volunteer in a different program, we have enrichment, D-School, as well as if you'd like to support us as a donor, a monthly donor, and most importantly, purchase some amazing tickets for our raffle. So I'd like to mention that Travis Forbes is in our gift shop afterwards. You can go visit him, and he will be selling any early bird raffle tickets. So if you aren't able to join us here at the open house on Saturday, you're welcome to purchase some tickets from Travis, and we will give you a call to let you know if your name has been selected. One of the highlights, which is always really popular, is that we have 2 tickets anywhere WestJet flies as one of our items up for auction. So please visit Travis, and we'd love to see you at the open house on Saturday. Thank you all. Next up, I'd like to invite Lucy to acknowledge our fosters and sitters.
Lower that a little bit. Good evening, everybody, and a warm welcome to Dog Guides. Firstly, I want to congratulate all of their clients for their hard-working class so far. My name is Lucy, and I have the joy and privilege of overseeing the Foster Puppy Program and the Early Training Unit here at Dog Guides. Today, I want to give you a brief overview of the beginning of a dog's journey with us. Here at Dog Guides, we have our very own breeding program. Our breeders have been carefully selected to ensure maximum future success. The breeds we use are Labradors, Golden Retrievers, and Standard Poodles. At 8 weeks old, our wonderful foster families take the puppy home. Foster families are selfless people who take on these cute little bundles of fuss, preparing them for advanced training. They take care of the pups 24/7 and work with a puppy program representative, attending regular training sessions, home assessments, mall visits, and online classes. The foster family's role are to house train, crate train, teach them the basic obedience, helping to mold and shape these puppies into well-socialized, confident, well-mannered dogs who are ready to enter advanced training. A few perks of raising a foster puppy for us is that we provide the food, the bed care, and of course no foster puppy is complete without our iconic green vest. The iconic Dog Guide vest allows our foster pups to tackle a variety of outings. For example, the mall, grocery stores, restaurants, medical appointments, school, the movies, and many, many more. At around 10-11 months old, the puppy representatives assess the foster puppy's strengths to see which program they would be most likely to succeed in. And tonight, I want to recognize the hard work and the dedication of the following foster families. When I say your name, please stand where you are so that we can acknowledge you. For fostering Nugget, John and Justine Mills. For fostering Folsom, Michelle Neary. fostering Brando, Heather, and Karen. The fostering Maya, Anne, Hudson. So fostering Anne, Samantha Hobbs. The fostering Tammy, Sandra James, and Deb. The fostering Vista, Don and Mariam Boucher. And the fostering with ribbon, Melissa. Yes. Thank you and congratulations. Now I'd like to hand over to Christina, was the service instructors.
Yes. With Ruth.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Christina. I'm one of the instructors in the Service Dog program, and I'm excited to be here tonight to celebrate our newest Service Dog teams. Together with my coworker Julia, I had the privilege of instructing this March SC class. I would also like to extend my congratulations to all the other graduating teams tonight. Over the last 2 weeks, our clients have learned how to work and bond with their new furry friends. We were lucky to have 3 very eager students at our site. Many times they had to listen to us say, "We will get to it." We covered a lot of material over the last few days, and I'm confident that you're ready to go home with your new furry friends at your side. And maybe a little bit of extra lab care along for the ride. Some of the tasks that our teams have worked on are pushing automatic buttons, fetching dropped items, opening and closing doors, tagging off clothing, and barking for help. Tonight, we're celebrating 3 graduating teams, Angela and Nugget. One of the first things we learned about Nugget from his foster family was that he likes a lot of sleep and needs more naps than the average puppy that they have fostered. Looking back to it, we should have known then that this was going to be the perfect match for Angela. It didn't take long for the 2 of them to discover what a great match they are for each other's life. One thing Angela learned quickly about Nugget, that he has a preference for certain type of treats. No triangle treats for Nugget, please. And we started a Nugget stretch Calvin class, as he's often found doing a full body stretch before moving. And Angela also holds the unofficial title of backup queen in this class, and Nugget happily following her every move. Vanessa and Folsom. Vanessa has a big, gentle giant with Folsom at her side. As the perfect gentleman that he is, he's picking up on Vanessa's needs and intentions already. Vanessa will never miss dropping her phone again. A few times Folsom noticed it dropped and offered it back to her before she even realized it had dropped. We can't wait to hear what he thinks of his new dog and cat friend waiting for him at home. I know Vanessa has some exciting things planned for the 2 of them this summer, and we can't wait to hear about it. Anne and Brando. Brando made it clear that he's not related to the other 2 boys, who are in fact brothers. They can be found doing stretches, silly yoga poses before we ask them to do something. Meanwhile, Brando always ready to work. I know he can't wait to start his new life downtown Toronto with his new person. I know Anne is excited to finally have a canine partner again to help her tuck her Jack and sleep off. I may or may not have acted as a stand-in while we were withholding that skill from her, but I think Brando makes a much better partner for that. And he likes the kibbles. I wasn't a fan of those. Looking around the room tonight, there are so many people who have all worked so hard together to make these teams happen. Thank you to each and every single one of you who helped along the way. Thank you for Julia for training these dogs. Thank you to our wonderful foster families for raising such amazing dog guides. And thank you to our invaluable volunteers who have spent many hours coming and sitting and settling with our friends. You know who you are. I think if I find one of them, I will start crying in the audience. So thank you everyone for all the hard work. I can't wait to hear all the stories from our new teams. I will pass it over to our graduating class who want to talk a little bit about the Chang.
Please. Few peace people. Squad. Sting.
Oh,
I thought, sister.
all right. Good evening, everyone. We are the graduates from the Silver Stock Group.
And our experience with Goliath Foundation at Canada Dog Guide School has been completely infused with
Magic and filled with fun coincidences. Story with our names.
I'm Anne.
I'm Baraka. And I'm Angela. Then we noticed that our room numbers connected with our birthdays. I'm in room 12, and my birthday lands on the 12th. Vanessa's in room 13,
And my birthday's on the 13th.
and Anne is in room 14.
And my birthday's on the 28th.
But we thought that was still a fun coincidence, since Anne is here for her second dog guide. 2 times 14. So then we couldn't help but notice that all our special days here at school landed on special occasions. For starters, we all arrived on St. Patrick's Day. Then our photos were taken on the first day of spring. But we're pretty sure. Oh, sorry.
And here we are graduating on April Fool's Day.
But we're pretty sure the foundation wouldn't go through so much trouble for an April Fool's joke. We're actually graduating. On a serious note, we want to thank everyone who's involved with this amazing organization. The kennel, administrative, kitchen, and custodial staff, puppy raisers, foster families, sitters, volunteers, sponsors and donors, and the instructors, especially ours, Christina and Julia. We want you to know how grateful we are for all the hard work you did to train our dogs and then to train us with our dogs. It was amazing to watch so many people working hard together with the shared goal of improving the lives of others. It was extremely heartwarming to live in a place where everyone is so nice, filled with kindness, courtesy, compassion, and consideration for everyone around them. Everyone appeared to have a smile on their face and ready to step in to help one another. It was wonderful to witness. We are very excited to bring our dog guides home to experience the difference they're going to make in our lives. The skills they have been taught and how you can use them is far more than I expected, but exactly what I need. Living a life with a decreased mobility and reduced capacity has been tricky for us. And despite the best of efforts, it often leaves us dependent on others or missing out when we're alone. But now, because of all the hard work and generosity of everyone contributing to this incredible organization, we've been gifted the opportunity to enjoy increased independence and pleasure in our lives. This whole experience has been unforgettable. We are so excited to bring our new furry friends home. If we had tails, we'd be wagging them.
Service program. A yellow and black lab fetch an eyeglass case for their clients' mobility aids in the parking lot. A group of clients take a stroll with their service dogs and instructors around the neighborhood.
I would wait a million lonely hours.
A black and yellow lab jump up to push a handicap button with their snout beside their clients.
And I would live a million.
A montage plays of a yellow golden lab in a red service dog harness performing tasks and receiving affection from its client.
Yeah, I just wanna get back to you. May take some time. I don't wanna find no one but you in my arms. If it's a test, I'm doing my best. But
A montage plays of a black lab in a red service dog harness performing tasks and receiving affection from its client.
being without you. I would walk a million lonely
A
miles.
montage plays of a yellow lab in a red service dog harness giving and receiving affection from its client.
Here by my side. Swim every ocean, fight till I'm broken. I just wanna get back to you. Yeah, I just wanna get back.
Angela and Nugget. A black lab in a red service dog harness sits on a stone ledge beside their client in a power scooter. A big thank you to Nugget, who was formerly named Fiddle, their foster family Justine Mills, and the team's generous donors, South Brant Lions Club, Galt Cambridge Lions Club, and Ted and Donna Williamson.
If it's a test, I'm doing my best, but it gets hard being without you.
Vanessa and Folsom. A yellow golden lab in a red service dog harness sits on a stone ledge with their client. A big thank you to Folsom's foster family, Michelle Neary, and the team's generous donors, Enfield, Elmsdale, and District Lions Club, Pet Value, and Ted and Donna Williamson.
One day that sun's gonna shine down.
Service Program, Anne and Brando. A yellow lab in a red service dog harness sits on a stone ledge beside their clients in a wheelchair. A big thank you to Brando's foster family, Heather Ryan, Karen Bestig, and the team's generous donors, Portland and District Lions Club, Mount Forest Lions Club, and Ted and Donna Williamson.
Hi everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. Working now? Yeah. Hi everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. My name is Angela Bentavenia and I'm the head instructor of the hearing program. It is such an honor to stand here as the lead instructor of this incredible hearing class. Today is a celebration not just of what we've accomplished together, but of the resilience that has been demonstrated along this journey. This program is more than just about pairing people with dogs. It's about forming a partnership based on trust, communication, and a shared mission, and empowering individuals by giving them the tools to succeed in their everyday lives. I would like to extend a big congratulations to all of the staff and the clients who are here celebrating tonight. And I'd like to congratulate them on all their hard work to get to this point. We also want to take a moment to acknowledge the real resilience of two special people in this class, Roxanne and Trinity, who have supported this class with so much dedication and care. Both Roxanne and Trinity assisted the clients so much, and Roxanne even gained experience teaching a few lectures in this class. Well done, Roxanne. Thank you both for your commitment to our teams and your organization. I would also like to say a special thank you to Calvin and Dorothy and all the other staff that supported this class in making things as accessible as possible, including the cooks and the staff doing overnights and everybody who is involved with these dogs in the program. Some of our graduates tonight are among the very first to graduate from the H2 program. Was it in the late 80s or the early 90s? We actually can't remember. They have been part of our program for decades now. I would also like to take a minute to share a few words about each of the teams who are celebrating tonight. Firstly, Karen and Maya. With her wealth of experience working with her past hearing dogs, Karen is no stranger to the incredible bond that forms within a four-legged helper. We're sure Maya will keep her on her toes, alerting us to all the sounds she needs in her life and a few extra ones. Maya certainly have earned a steady supply of kisses and snuggles, and of course the occasional delicious treat. We won't forget that part. We are also very excited to hear how much Maya will enjoy her new feline friends. Here's to a journey full of love and learning and lots of tail wags. Our next client team who is graduating tonight are Caroline and Anne. We are so excited to see Caroline and Anne embark on this incredible journey together. We know that Anne is not only going to be an amazing hearing dog for Caroline, but also a perfect running buddy. With Paws by her side, we know their days will be filled with adventure, love, and just the right amount of excitement. Here's to many kilometers and memories ahead. And last but certainly not least is Sarah and Tammy. With a laugh that's as contagious as it is joyful, Sarah has a way of brightening any room that she enters. Whether she's serenading her dog Tammy with impromptu songs or reminding us of the little things that we might have forgotten during class, she keeps us all on point and filled with warmth. Her spirit and kindness make her unforgettable, and we are ready to hear about their next adventure with Tammy by her side. To each of you, I would like to say congratulations, and we wish you nothing all but the best. Your resilience has brought you here today, and it will carry you forward in the future. May the bond that you form with your new hearing dog bring you new beginnings and more remarkable journeys ahead. Please remember, we are just a phone call or an email away. Happy training. Now, I'd like to ask Caroline and Anne to come up to the podium to share a few words about their experience here today.
Hello, everyone. So since the celebration night falls on April Fools, we're all wondering if the joke's on us and that we're going to receive a bill for $35,000 for the conference before we leave. Can someone verify that? Okay, wow. So my dog's actually completely free. That's incredible. So now to thank all of the people that made this happen for me and my class. The sponsors, volunteers, everyone who donated to the Lions Foundation, Dog Guides Canada, so that we don't have to face a financial burden to get our dog guides. To the kitchen staff for accommodating all of our dietary restriction. Let's be honest, our picky eating preferences too. I'll admit, I requested no cilantro. I have the soap gene. Thank you to our trainers for their endless patience. They work with our dogs for many months to turn them into the professionals that you see today. Look at these dogs. Not bad. They made this place a safe space for mistakes and helped us work through them so that we could bond with our dogs and become a successful working team. We also believe the foster families have a difficult job dealing with the puppy stage and want to thank them for dealing with half-eaten shoes, sleepless nights, and for teaching our dogs how to behave properly inside the house and in public. Thank you to the sitters and the dog care welfare staff for ensuring our dogs were loved, comfortable, and happy. And thank you to the cleaners for somehow keeping a building full of 100 dogs from smelling like a dog house. To our own families for resisting the urge to cuddle and pet with our dogs while we form a stronger bond in the next year ahead. It's our privilege to be here today at this celebration, and we can't wait to go home with our new dog guides.
Hearing program. A yellow golden lab in a red hearing dog harness walks beside their client using a walker in a park. a montage of the yellow golden lab sitting and exchanging affection with their client.
Sharing looks as the sun goes down. Just a breath until our next kiss. Never knew of a love like this. A love like this.
A yellow lab in a red hearing dog harness walks beside their client in the park.
You and me, baby, loving like crazy, praying that it never ends. Yeah, you and me.
A yellow lab in a red hearing dog harness gives their client kisses.
Just can't understand. Yeah, it's you and me.
A yellow lab in a red hearing dog harness lays down beside their smiling client. A cream standard poodle in a red hearing dog harness walks beside their client in the park. A client smiles and pets their cream standard poodle in a red hearing dog harness on the head and body. Hearing program. Karen and Maya. A yellow lab in a red hearing dog harness sits on a stone ledge with their client. A big thank you to Maya's foster family, Ann Hudson, volunteer sitters, Calvin Wan and Iwa, day school volunteer, Katie Jagan, and the team's generous donors, Galt Cambridge Lions Club, Kitchener-Waterloo Community Spirit Lions Club, and Christina Foisey. Caroline and Anne. A yellow lab in a red hearing dog harness sits on a stone ledge with their client. A big thank you to Anne's foster family, Sam Hobbs, and the team's generous donors, Art and Carol Woods and Susie Fairweather. Sarah and Tammy. A cream standard poodle in a red hearing dog harness sits on a stone ledge with their client. A big thank you to Tammy's foster family, Sandra James, Deb Fake, volunteer sitter Yang Go and Lily Wang, day school volunteer Brenda Poole, and the team's generous donors, Keebury District Lions Club, Saskatoon Millennium Lions Club, and Shirley Walker. Catherine and Vista. A black standard poodle in a red hearing dog harness sits beside their seated client on a bench. A big thank you to Vista's foster family, Dawn and Marion Boucher, volunteer sitter Bill, Ann, and Jillian Kloss, and the team's generous donors, Quota Charity of Barrie and Oro District Lions Club.
Oh, that's why I'm a dog trainer and not an IT person. Thank you. I did want to give a quick shout out to Calvin, who makes those videos that make us want to cry because I feel like I've forgotten before I get too far into my own speech. But hi everybody. My name is Amanda, and it was my privilege to be the lead class instructor for our most recent graduates in our Juvenile Diabetes Alert Dog program. For those of you who may not be familiar, we recently launched a pilot program placing diabetes alert dogs with juveniles between the ages of 5 and 15 years old. This program has two different versions, one where the dog alerts the client directly to a drop in blood sugar, and another where the dog alerts a parent instead. As we researched how to develop this program, we knew a few things for certain. We had the talented trainers capable of training these incredible dogs, and we had the right dogs who were up to the task. What we were missing were the clients. It was a big piece of the puzzle.
So we put out a call. The response was overwhelming. After careful consideration, we selected a small focus group, and some of whom are sitting here with us tonight. Spencer and Ribbon. We knew Ribbon was the perfect match for Spencer because she's calm, eager to work, and uniquely bonds with one person. She is incredibly affectionate and often gazes lovingly into Spencer's eyes. And of course, she's adorable to boot. Carson and Winter. Winter is full of energy, and she fits right into Carson's busy lifestyle. She's always ready for a belly rub or a game of fetch. And she is incredibly alert when it comes to catching any of Carson's low blood sugars. Our teams have actually already been home for 2 weeks together, learning all the ins and outs of daily life with their new families. I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude first and foremost to Ribbon and Winter's foster families, Melissa and Karen. Thank you for the countless hours of hard work you dedicated to shaping these amazing dogs. Your effort is evident every day in their behavior and their training. Thank you to our client services team for their help in creating and managing a new style of class. Your skills are incredibly important and take a significant weight off of our shoulders. To both of our teams, thank you for embarking on this journey with us as we navigate this new aspect of our program. We understand that this comes with its own unique challenges, requiring significant commitment to communication and home visits. Your dedication and trust in this program means the world to us, and we are honored to celebrate this milestone with you tonight. Congratulations to our graduates, both human and canine. We look forward to seeing the incredible impact these partnerships will have in the years to come. Thank you. I'm going to invite Ashley and Carson to come up and talk a little bit about our third-party juvenile placement.
My name is Ashley, and this is my son Carson. When Carson was 7.5 years old, he was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cry. This was a life-changing diagnosis for Carson and our entire family. We have faced countless obstacles over the last 3.5 years trying to help Carson manage his diabetes, while at the same time trying to preserve his childhood, his lesbian kid. We actually learned about the diabetes alert dogs by reading Max Domi's book, No Days Off. You really need to read it. He writes a chapter about his own diabetic alert dog, and we thought it was pretty cool, but had no idea that it was an option for Carson. But fast forward to late last year when I discovered that the Lions Foundation was taking applications for a new juvenile diabetes alert dog program. I immediately told my husband, and we completed the application same day, without any expectations that we would be chosen. We kept reading about all the ways that an alert dog could be helpful to Carson and our family. When we were selected, our world changed, and we were beyond grateful to this program. We attended training on the March break. Carson gave up his March break, I'm gonna point better. And Winter came home with us that Friday. So she'd been with us for 2 weeks, and she's the smartest, sweetest dog, has blended seamlessly into our family. Winter is trained to detect Carson's low blood sugar and then come alert me. Carson is 10, he's easily distracted and just wants to be like all other kids and keep playing. He doesn't always stop when his blood sugar drops. So thanks to Winter, Carson can keep playing, but just like any other kid. And then Winter will come alert me so that I can go ensure that Carson treats his low blood sugar and can keep playing with his friends. This has changed my world. Winter gives me peace of mind that Carson will be safe. And for this gift, I'm eternally grateful. So Carson's just gonna add a few words.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Carson. Having a diabetic alert dog is fun because I don't have to stop playing with my friends. For the past 2 weeks, me and Winter have been playing and bonding outside. I really love having a diabetic alert dog. It helps me a lot, and that's
the man of the word. And with some thank yous. So not only are we thankful for the Lions Foundations for matching us with Winter, but we also want to thank Winter's trainer Amanda for all of her hard work and dedication to this program. We're also thankful for Winter's sponsors and her foster family for raising such an amazing dog. Thank you.
Juvenile Diabetes Program. A young client sits on the floor while hugging and petting a black lab in a red diabetes alert dog harness. The client sits and smiles while hugging their black lab in a red diabetes alert dog harness. A young client sits on the floor and pets their black lab in a red diabetes alert dog harness on the head. A black lab in a red diabetes alert dog harness sits beside their client. The client sits and smiles while hugging their black lab in a red diabetes alert dog harness and receives a kiss from their dog. Spencer and Ribbon. A black lab in a red diabetes alert dog harness sits beside their client. A big thank you to Ribbon's foster family, Malika Stefanovic, volunteer transitional home sitter Jen Parson. Carson and Winter. A black lab in a red diabetes alert dog harness sits beside their client. A big thank you to Winter's foster family, Karen Brood Remerick, volunteer transitional home sitter Jen Parson, and the team's generous donors, Long Point Lions Club, and Pet Value.
See that?
That shouldn't be that harsh. Or maybe it's me.
Thank you all. I hope you enjoyed hearing from our graduates and just seeing a small part of what's gone into creating this amazing team, this partnership. I am always moved by their stories. Everyone has a story. And as you saw tonight, our graduates are just starting a new chapter in their story. Lions Foundation of Canada Dog Guides is proud and honored to play a small part in this success. So to our graduates, we wish you all the very best and hope this next part of your journey with your new dog guide is rich with hope, optimism, confidence, and independence, and maybe a bit of adventure too. As always, thank you to our amazing volunteers, our donors, our sponsors,
You make a difference every day in the lives of our clients, and we so appreciate all that you do. The kindness, the spirit of generosity, and the passion that you demonstrate through your support. I hope you'll join me this year and continuing with that spirit. Join me this year with the Pet Value Walk for Dog Guides on Sunday, May 25th. As many of you know, this is our largest fundraising event, and we count on this event to ensure that we're able to continue to support over 1,000 active clients and train new teams each year. So you can sign up for a walk or a team, sign up to walk as a team or as an individual. You can sign up as a virtual walker, or you can sponsor me. I don't know. And I'd only say that because our staff team of walkers is incredibly competitive. They have individual teams, and there is definitely a race to see which team is the top dog. You can tell what team I'm on. But at the race, the walk is a really important part of our work, and we want to continue to be able to provide the support that we do to our clients, so that we can transform lives by providing them with dog guides at no cost. So, thank you again for watching and for celebrating with us. I have a couple of housekeeping items to share with you before we conclude tonight's celebration. I know that you've all been eagerly waiting to be reunited with your dogs or to meet the people that they have now been partnered with. We need to give our clients a few minutes and our dogs a few minutes to either relieve the dogs and get settled into their meeting place before we let you connect with them. So what we will ask is that our clients go to their designated area and take your minute to get together, give your dogs a quick break, and everybody else, if you could stay seated here with us, and then we will give you some further instructions on how to proceed with the meet and greet. So clients, you are excused, but everybody else, if you could just stay seated for a minute. And I have a few other housekeeping items. For those of you who are staying to meet with the clients and their dog, just to remember, if you want to take any photos, please ask for permission first and get the consent, just as a courtesy and respect. And lastly, as much as we love you all, we do need to wrap up tonight in a timely manner. Some of our clients still have classes, some have travel plans. It's been a long week, the longest few weeks for Manhattan, and it's a tiring day. So to add this on to the end of the day is sometimes just, that last little bit of energy that they have. So we ask that you be really respectful of the timing. We will give you 5 minutes warning before we wrap up, so we'll come around to each of the groups and say you've got 5 minutes, and then we're going to kick you in. And we ask that you just be respectful of that and not linger too long. And now I will turn it over to Lucy, who is going to provide you some more details on how the meet and greet will unfold, and what will happen and where to go next. So thank you again for coming, for your support, your unwavering commitment to our organization and to the work that we do. So have a great night and enjoy the rest of our graduation.
Thank you, Bev. And just to say, top dogs, no. If you'd like to, the puppy and the early training unit have 18 pull back to the future. So just this evening, we are going to be having our meet and greet. We will be sending each program to a different area so that we can help coordinate how to get everybody there. Just a few little things just about when you're meeting them. If you are a foster family, obviously your puppy is going to be very excited to see you. But just remember that they are with their client, that bond is forming. So just ask them if it's okay, if you can pet the dog. Please don't take the leash off them. They will be guiding the dog. They've had their rules of how the dog needs to behave, which may now be slightly different to when they were in the Bucky program. Remember that there are also sponsors here tonight, so just share the time, nice and social chat updates. If you want to ask, you may be able to exchange contact information, but that again is on both of you, goes both ways. Nobody has to share any information that they don't want to. Other than that, enjoy sort of this evening. There might be lots of stories that you can share as well. We just want to keep those stories positive, especially as a puppy. If there were things, remember they were a puppy, and that bonds, they're still getting to know and trust their new dog guide. So